The teacher called me a cheater. But on result day the truth silenced the entire class. You didn't solve this answer yourself. Sir Imran's voice echoed through the classroom. I was sitting on the last bench, calculator in hand, my answer sheet lying open in front of me. Every eye in the room turned toward me. Some faces looked shocked. Others carried that strange kind of satisfaction people only feel when someone else is being humiliated. Sir Imran held my sheet up in the air. Perfect derivation. 0 mistakes. From you. Impossible. A few boys laughed. Myra, sitting beside me, quietly lowered her head as if she didn't even know me. I didn't react immediately. Not that day. I simply smiled. Of course, sir. I understand. That was probably what he wanted. Resistance, argument, emotion. But chess is not a game of instant moves. Sometimes you simply observe the board. And wait. It was our final semester. The kind of private college environment where marks weren't earned by intelligence alone, but also by connections. Some students were teachers' favorites. Some were invisible. And some were inconvenient. I belonged to the third category. Because I asked questions, submitted assignments on time, and quietly carried group projects without demanding credit. At first Sir Imran seemed strict but fair. Then something changed after midterms. One day I overheard him talking to Horace in the staff corridor. Horace was the class topper. Officially. Sir, if the internal marks are managed a little in the final project, my GPA will stay secure. Sir Imran laughed. You just handle the presentation. I walked past silently that day. I said nothing. But my mind remembered the tone. The cheating accusation came 3 days after that incident. Interesting timing. I reviewed my calculations again. Every step was documented. My rough work was preserved. Even the library timestamps were intact. I could have reacted. Could have marched into the principal's office. Could have created drama. But emotional people start wars too early. Strategic people wait for the final move. So I began documenting everything. Scanned copies of assignments. Every email thread. Every grading inconsistency. Every moment Horace received special treatment. And most importantly, I started observing what Sir Imran was careless about. His ego. People like that always make mistakes eventually. You just have to give them enough rope. A week later, final project evaluations began. Professional facades covered every face. Excellent effort. Good improvement. Needs more originality. The same polished phrases. But the patterns were obvious. Horace's average presentation was praised as extraordinary. And my detailed research project was barely acknowledged. I simply nodded. Thank you, sir. But inside something else was happening. As a student research assistant, I had limited access to the college portal backend records. And there I found something interesting. Submission timestamps. Horace's project had been uploaded 2 days after the deadline. But the portal showed a manually edited timestamp. Possible only through an admin-level override. I took screenshots. Saved the date records. And then I did nothing. Not yet. People thought I had accepted defeat. Whispers started spreading through class. She was trying too hard to be the topper. Too overconfident. Maybe she actually cheated. I listened quietly. Chess players don't answer every voice. They simply improve their position. Result day arrived. The auditorium was full. Parents, teachers, students. The principal stood on stage holding the merit list. Sir Imran sat confidently in the front row. Horace was already practicing his victory smile. I remained completely calm. Because my move had finally arrived. The result announcement began. Department Gold Medal. Pause. Due to an academic review conducted this morning, previous internal evaluations have been suspended pending investigation. The hall fell silent. For the first time Sir Imran's expression changed. The principal continued. System audits revealed unauthorized grade modifications and deadline adjustments. Whispers spread instantly. I didn't even look up. I simply folded my fingers together lightly. Exactly as planned. At 8 that morning, I had submitted a complete evidence package to the administration. Screenshots, submission logs, email records, and consultation schedules showing selected students receiving advance rubric hints. Everything done legally. No accusations. Only facts. Clean. Professional. Undeniable. The investigation began immediately because an external accreditation team was already present on campus. Perfect timing matters. That's why patience is necessary in chess. Haris stepped down from the stage. Sir Imran tried speaking to the principal, but the confidence on his face had already begun to crack. The entire class sat in silence. The same people who had laughed days earlier. Myra slowly walked over to me. Why didn't you tell anyone earlier? I looked at her calmly. Because when you try to prove the truth too early, people call it an excuse. Reveal it at the right time, and it becomes evidence. After the investigation, the results were re-evaluated. My grades were restored. I received the gold medal. Sir Imran was placed on administrative leave. The official statement described the cheating allegations as unsubstantiated and improperly handled. That was all. No dramatic confrontation. No screaming. I walked onto the stage, accepted my medal, shook the principal's hand and quietly returned to my seat. Haris never even looked at me. And honestly, he didn't need to. The game was already over. After graduation, as I walked out of campus, evening had begun to settle in. The air was cold. People were taking photos, celebrating, laughing. I looked back at the building one last time. Sometimes victory isn't loud. Sometimes it's just silence. The kind of silence that appears when the truth no longer needs an explanation. I didn't destroy them. I simply stepped aside and let them destroy themselves.